Hey, this is Cannabuzz Radio, aka Cannabuzz TV, the 420 corner. I'm here with Yax. What's up? Did I get it right?
Yeah, you got it right there.
Golly, God dang it! We gotta do something good today. It's Saturday. A lot of football going on. There's a lot of that Georgia game just was crazy. I watched a little of that.
Did you?
Georgia, Tennessee, man, that was a blowout. I don't know how the ending was. I know the beginning was horrible.
Yeah.
Fresno State's getting ready to play Nevada. I think it's going to be the same outcome. I'm just going to be
early. It's always a good game between Nevada and our Fresno State Bulldogs. I mean, it's not usually
it is kind of like a crosstown rivalry, huh?
Yeah, it is a big rivalry. So it's always an interesting game, you know what I mean? It's always really fun to watch. Both teams perform very, very well, in my personal opinion. I've watched them play together or against each other multiple times. I've always been a big Fresno State fan coming from here, so.
Fresno State. Fresno State. We're here at Buzz for Life 2.0. I'm here with Yax. This is the Shake Man 420. We're doing things. What's up, Tom? I see you out there doing your thing. That's right. And we got the roster queen. She just came. She's the 70. What?
The 70.
70, 2016.
2017.
Yeah, 2017 and 70s. Yeah, there we go. That's a long ass title. I did.
Yeah, it is.
She got the title, but I'll tell you, it's all good. Remember, go get your patient's license,
your rec cards.
Your rec cards, very good for you. Very good thing for you to do.
And you can come up here and just with the California ID or your California recommendation and get verified on hand and be able to get any of the products that we have on shelf. See you later, bud. Have a good one. So we have a lot of new products, a lot of new things that have came to the shelf since you guys last had an interview with us. Fortunately, there are a lot of good new things, nothing bad. We have 2 new shelves that I like to present to you guys over live feed here, I should say. We have different types of flowers, different types of genetics, a lot of new different types of strains. So let me just take you guys through a couple of these here. We're going to have Gas House, which is going to be a grower from, I believe, the Bay Area, if I'm correct. This is going to be their orange tree strain. Very, very potent, very, very good. And that's going to be on our shelf for $40 an eighth. And they come sealed like a tuna can, so you can't smell it per se, but they stay fresher longer than any other flower. And it's probably one of your best ones around.
And those are called CO2 cells?
NO2.
NO2. Okay, let me get that right. Okay, because that does make a difference.
Yeah,
so NO2, nitrous.
Yes.
Nitrous.
Okay. So it's like a tuna can or anything like that. Anything long lasting, basically. We also have these new Gas House jars. Very, very potent. Not a game to play with here. If you want to feel like you used to back in high school, middle school, you want to feel that first high again, this is definitely one of the best strains to do it with, as opposed to going and trying to buy some concentrates or anything like that. And these on our shelf, I like to call them the me shelf. For me and me only, not for my wife, not for my child or my kid who smokes or my uncle who wants to get high. No, this is for me and me only. Give you guys a closer look of it.
Very tasty, I'm telling you.
The jar there.
The me shelf, bud, and I'm talking about Buddy Bud. That's gonna be your buddy right there. Rainbow Flame.
Oh, this one's
Oh, is this not the rainbow?
This one is Monster Cookie.
Oh, is that Monster Cookie?
This one's Monster Cookies. If you want to go ahead and take a whiff of that, you're more than
welcome. Oh yeah, I sure do, because I sniffed the Rainbow Flame.
Yeah, you smelled the Rainbow Flame earlier.
So again, Treehouse FF. SF.
That's another one there.
Oh.
Rainbow Flame.
Oh.
That's a new strain that came onto our shelf. Very, very good. Very, very potent. 45 and 8, unfortunately, but fortunately, there's not a lot of people in this town that have the same stuff.
Exactly.
not anyone will just carry these strains because, of course, it's hard for them to come across by or they just can't get them. But that's what we pride ourselves in. Personally, we always try to come up with new ways to surprise our patients and to give them a new welcoming to every time they come. Something different instead of the same old strains. I know a lot of people in California, and I can vouch for it myself because I'm a patient myself. I walk into different dispensaries where you see the same stuff on every shelf, or you see,
very true,
what they call different strains, and it looks like the same. Here at Buzz for Life 2.0, I can proudly say that we pride ourselves in not finding the same strain and naming it different things. We have different genetics on every shelf. We have every different strain that you can think of. Right now, I believe there's about, how many strains on the shelf, Benny? How many strains on the shelf are there right now? 20? Top and bottom? 45 maybe even. So there's a lot of new strains. There's a lot of new things to look forward to. Again, in my personal opinion, there's a lot of stuff that a lot of people will smoke. And I would personally go with a Rainbow Flame by G Code Genetics, or one of our top ones. We also have Loud Sauces here, made by Loud Pack. They're peach and all kinds of other sorts of different flavors. We have Hardcore OG. We also have Purple Punch, if you'd like to go ahead and smell that one there. So you can give the folks a little bit of your opinion on that. And that would be on our too much sauce shelf, in my personal opinion, because we just carry way too much of it.
Extremely fruity. Okay. I mean, it's just like you can smell the flavor coming out at you. Shout out to Nanette. How you doing, Nanette? What's up, Thomas? That's right. You hear, this is the Cannabuzz TV 420 corner, Cannabuzz Radio. That's right. We're here. Yex is in the house. He's doing his thing, letting you know what's happening at Buzz for Life 2.0.
One I want to do walk you through, or I would like to show on here, on live for everybody, is a Bearwood. A pre-rolled backwood. I believe they come down from the LA area or Bakersfield area, but those are really, really good in my personal opinion for those smokers who would like to grab a pre-roll or like to not roll their own stuff because it's just in their convenience not to. I would personally strongly suggest look around for Airwood because those are really, really strong. They have top shelf flower in them. Apart from that, they have kief and wax in them, I believe. They've won multiple cannabis cups in so different years and things like that. Some in San Bernardino, some in LA, some in Northern California. So it's something that we probably carry every week or so, or every other week. We try to get a constant restock of those because people just, we put them up there and they fly like hotcakes. So that's something I would strongly suggest looking out for. Another thing too, since the wintertime and stuff like that is coming up, hot cocoa and coffee. This is something that is very, very unique, something very, very different, something that a lot of people who like edibles can enjoy, roughly, I would believe. The cocoa here is going to be 350 milligrams of clear infused. So it's going to have a clear infusion in there, and the coffee is going to be the same. And that's made by Waxy, the same guy who makes some of our extracts and some of our other edibles, I should say. And those are really, really good. I mean, there's nothing else like those. It comes more than just 1 cup or 2 cups in a serving. But you can also make it as strong as you want or dilute it. It's really up to you. I would probably pour the whole thing in there just to put me to sleep on a nice little night, you know?
Yeah.
And to wake up in the morning, a nice little coffee, you know what I mean? And we also have vape cartridges, anything and everything that you could think of. One of the good vape pins that we carry here are 710 Kingpins. Let me open this up for you guys here.
I really like what you explained to me a little earlier. Why don't you go ahead and break it down for them about?
So these pins, they come with different functions. A lot of people don't know that because a lot of people just assume that all vape pins are going to be the same thing or all modified pins are going to be the same thing. That's not true. These pins here come with a special preheating function that you can use at any moment. You just hit the button 2 times and it's going to start to turn different colors. I'm not sure if you guys can see it too well there. I might not be close enough, but if I get a little closer, you can see that there. So it tends to switch colors for you to let you know at which temperature you're at, and then it blinks at the end there to let you know that you're done. So in my personal opinion, for a lot of people who have vape pens and things like that nowadays, they kind of lack different heats at different temperatures, and heating it up at different types of different heat temperatures, basically. In my personal opinion, these give you a very good heating temp. One at 2.6 volts, one at 3.3, and the other one at 4.0, ending off at the highest. So for those people who really like vape pens, cartridges, and stuff like that, we have these priced at $20. If you buy a full gram of a cartridge, or if you make the donation of a cartridge for $50, we have also 710 Kingpins, Super Lemon Haze flavor, Skywalker OG, Gelato. I mean, just an endless amount of flavors for you to come up here and look at. And they're really, really good as far as that goes. Terpenes on point, not diluted so much. You're not going to have a liquidy running oil back and forth.
I think a lot of folks that try the pens, you'll grab a pen and you'll say, I got this pen and, but it ran out fast, or, the pen isn't working. My oil either
dripped out.
Yeah, that's the big one. The dripping out, and then the other one is just that, the oil, like it burns my throat.
Yeah, definitely, or your nose.
Or your nose.
That could be from terpenes added in there. That's what that is. A lot of the times when they make this stuff, they don't really tell you what it's really made. Hell, I wouldn't even really be able to tell you what they put in it. But one thing I do know is that the products that we carry here are all tested, and they're all looked at before they even get to the shelf to make sure that they're safe for consumption and things like that. Like I said, it's not a liquidy, runny oil that we carry on our shelves. It's a good consistency as far as that goes. You can shake it back and forth, and I guarantee it's not going to move like a juice or like a water. Our cartridges are very stable. Our cartridges taste really well. They are not too much of preservative added terpenes per se, but they do have terpenes in them. So it's going to taste a little bit like what it says, or more of which of what it says. The snozberries will basically taste like snozberries in my personal opinion. But they're very, very good, and we sell them by the full gram here. So, it just depends on which flavor you like. If you like hybrids, if you like sativas, if you like indicas, it's really up to you, your choice. And you can always come on by. We always encourage patients to go, and if you don't have your recommendation, try to get your recommendations and try to get your ID so you can come in here. Anybody who's over 18 can go ahead and do it as of right now. I'm not sure what the laws of that are going to be when that changes up, of course, for the new recreational stuff. But here we're hoping to stay medicinal only, and we're hoping to keep it that way. Simply because we are all about the people. We like to help people out. We don't sit there and take full profit of everything. We really like to sit there and help people out. Most of the time we'll smoke with people or give things away or do stash and dashes and stuff like that. One of our great buddies who works with us just did a $100 donation giveaway, stash and dash with another gram and stuff like that. So it's something that we keep going here. We keep it for the patients. We keep everything at low prices, and everybody loves coming here. Every time they come here, they say they love it. They have a pleasurable experience. They love the staff. Everything that we do here, like I said, we pride ourselves in it for the patients. It's not for us, it's for them.
And I like the atmosphere as far as the knowledge base too. A lot of folks that come here, it's their first time.
They don't know a lot.
Yeah, they don't, and they basically get an instantaneous walkthrough on the different types of products that are available, what they do, what they might be looking for what they experience. So
and me personally, I like to put it like this: I'm self-educated and I stay medicated. Why? Because all this stuff on this products that I speak to you guys about, everything that's talked about as far as me knowing what I know about certain things, sicknesses and illnesses and CBDs and THC, CBDN, THCA, all those are all different things that I learned about on my own. Probably to say that I taught myself everything just by doing my own research, living my own experience through my own life. Basically, I deal with irritable bowel syndrome and diverticulosis, which honestly are really out there for a lot of people who have stomach problems and who don't understand. It's something different. So once you do have an internal illness like that you can't sit there and quite pick on your fear or what it could or what it is, you start to look into different things to see what's most natural and what's best for you. I've found that a lot of the times inflammation comes a long way. Marijuana also comes a long way with helping that. Mm-hmm. So one thing that I do is I smoke concentrates, CBD tinctures, CBD drinks. We have CBD slacklets that we have CBD terpenades that are 50 milligrams. I mean, we have a whole lot to be able to consume here safely and be able to not feel nauseous, or know that you're getting your money's worth, or know that you're getting the right thing. Most of our staff is really educated on all of our products. Everything that we have here, like I said, is well tested and things like that. Everything that's on the shelf, everything is known about as far as THC percentages, over 70, over 50, impurities and stuff like that, gases that they use. We usually go through it with our extract artists or, our cannabis, distributors and stuff like that. So it's something that we always keep in mind ourselves. We've lived through a lot ourselves. As far as the people who work here, we've experienced a lot also. We've been in the marijuana industry for a long time, I should say. So we do know, not to sound like I'm bragging or anything, we just know what we speak about here as far as that goes. That's why a lot of people love this place.
And I think that's the overall thing, with Cannabuzz Radio, Cannabuzz TV. We're about edutainment, so it's about music. We got the music side happening, just to kind of bring you up to date with that. Basically,
but where are you at with that education?
Yeah, I mean the whole point is
let people know.
Yeah, the whole point is like Yex is saying, we have to come here and get educated. So our job, at Cannabuzz TV is to bring you, the visual side, and then it's the same thing with Cannabuzz Radio. We're coming at you and definitely making sure that you get the music, you get also the information. We have programs that are going to be coming on that actually educate you.
Events.
Yeah, events. There are definitely events. There are 420 events that are really nice. A lot of them.
I mean, you can name 4 to 5 up north.
Yeah, and these are
south. So
yeah, these are events that we need to start bringing to the Central Valley, and unfortunately, a lot of events kind of have to go underground and be shut down. So we're definitely at Cannabuzz Radio trying to give you events that are that you can go to still. 420 friendly. And the way that the laws are going right now, it looks like Fresno is going to be one of the first cities that go all medical, and that means that places like this is you better you better understand that this is the new way for us, and I appreciate the knowledge part, because that's what you get. And I'm not saying that, if recreational was out there, you would,
get the knowledge. No, you probably would, but a lot of people would, in my opinion, I'm just, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got their own opinion, and me personally, if they go with the recreational, I don't know how things would go basically as far as knowledgement, or per se them hiring people who have the knowledge. If you go to AutoZone right now, and I know a lot of people will vouch for this, I worked in auto mechanics too, and personally, when you need a certain part for your vehicle, you go into AutoZone and you ask them, or you tell them, I need this and that part. Okay, what do you need? For example, hypothetically speaking, I need a windshield, or I need a window. Okay, well, is your car a 4-door or a 3-door? Is your car a 6-cylinder or is it a 4-cylinder? I need a window, so why does it matter if my engine is a certain size? You know, as opposed to going in there and them knowing, hey, it doesn't matter what size your engine is, here's a window, or here's what you need. And that's something that we pride ourselves in. Every time you come in here, you're not just looking at the shelf and going, well, I wonder what that is. I wonder what that is. I wonder what strain that is. We are going to turn you to knowing what everything is, because we know everything about our products. It's not like we're just hiring somebody off the street, or it's not like it's just some guy next door, your next door neighbor.
Right.
Things are a little bit differently here. Everybody knows what they speak of. Everyone knows their products. And like I said, we pride